Hi guys, it's me from Xcaranza and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we're doing a game review on the F1 2019 game by Codemasters. So what we're doing now is we're taking a look at every 2019 driver and their teams. So this game came out on Friday the 28th of June 2019, and this brings in the F2 Championship and also with the classic cars that are brought back. So all the teams have had livery upgrades since the 2018 season to match their liveries on the actual racetrack and their driver lineups. And there are two new teams joining the championship, like Sport Pacer, Racing Point and Alfa Romeo. And some teams have had new sponsors and others have had engine supply changes. Like the Rocket Williams team have had a livery change and sponsorship change. So now we move on to the F2 teams and their drivers. So we are looking at Carlin first. So this is the 2018 championship for the F2, and later this year the 2019 championship will be released. So I'll try and do a video on the 2019 drivers, the F2. So all these drivers have liveries that might match the teams they will join in F1. So they have sponsors which might match their F1 teams as well. And they all have different helmets as well. So they have matching helmets. So also in this game there will be driver transfers, which will be a feature in the 2019 game. This also allows the drivers to move between teams. If you have like Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari and Max Verstappen in a McLaren or a Mercedes, which will make it look more interesting for the players which play on Xbox and PS4. So now what we're looking at is the customizable liveries for the multiplayer feature of the game, which is also brought back. So this multiplayer in the 2019 game has been upgraded to allow players to design their own car liveries, so they're not driving in the 2019 cars. And you can change the liveries on these cars and have fake sponsors as well. And also you can buy the Legend Edition cars as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the upgrading on the colour feature on this car to make it look a lot better. And afterwards there will be some screenshots of what the car looks like when it's completely changed from the current style blue. And also they do have random sponsors, and they have the actual number that you race in the career mode. So as I can see, I race under the number 30 in the career mode. So that's why the number 30 is on the car there. So what we are doing now is we're making the car, which this car just gives me the feel of the Toyota from the early 2000s, which is quite a good car looking. So now we are taking a look at the car. So we have a couple of screenshots from different angles on this car. So we have the side angle here, which shows you the fake sponsorships, and in the back there's some more fake sponsorships under the wing. The back. Now we are looking at the helmet colour changing, and in the helmets you also do get the Legend Edition helmets as well. And then you just get some helmets which you can change the colour of, and you can also change the colour of the other helmets, but you can't change the colour of the Legend Edition helmets because they are preset colours. Same with you can't change the Legend Edition colours on the cars because they're preset colours for the nationalities of the drivers who are the Legend Edition drivers on the game, which are Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna, which is an alright feature. And the Codemasters have brought out the names from a different racing game, so they could have the Legend Edition cars onto this year's game, which is probably may cost them a few hundred quid, which means the Legend Edition game is over 60 quid, and the standard game is about 45. So what we're doing is we are taking a look at the performance on the F1 cars. So what we're doing now is taking a look at the Williams, the Toro Rosso, and the Alfa Romeo together. And then we'll do the first 9 cars, and then the Mercedes will be with 2 of the Formula 2 cars from the 2018 season. So this is all happening at the Austrian Grand Prix circuit in Spielberg on the time trial. So as you can probably guess, the Williams probably more likely be the slowest F1 car, and the Mercedes will be the faster F1 car. And this is time trial, and I'm doing all the driving, because my driving on F1 games isn't very good at the moment, because I am only racing with the pad for the Xbox One. I'm not using a wheel. So we are going across the line with the first round of the testing of the F1 cars, and the next round we'll have the Sport Pacer Racing Points, the McLaren, and the Rich Energy Haas. So like I said, some of these cars have changed, so we have different names on these cars and different sponsorships, which have also changed the livery colours, which make the livery on the Haas look a lot better. And also in this game we do have the classic cars returning. This time we have 20 classic cars on the game, and unfortunately we do not on this version of the game have any classic tracks from the classic era. So far the 2013 game is the only game that has been released with the classic tracks on it, which is very unfortunate, because the classic tracks were very good on the F1 games. So we are going to get the next couple, and like I like to say, the Honda power unit have partnered with the Red Bull team, and in the real life Formula 1, the Red Bull team have had their first win of the 2019 season with the Honda power unit. So this is why the test is happening in Spielberg, Austria, to celebrate the win with a Honda engine in the Red Bull since 2006, when the Honda engine was carrying its own car, the BAR Honda. So now we do have the Renault Sport, the Honda Red Bull, and the Ferrari with the upgraded matte livery. So most of these cars, if not all of these cars, do have an upgraded livery from the 2018 season, which looks a lot better, and the halos have changed as well, with some of the teams changing the colours on the halo, or changing the design for halo slightly, by adding their mirrors on the halo, or beneath the halo. So what we're going to do after we get to the finish line, we are going to be sending the Mercedes car with 2 of the F2 cars as well. So we have the Mercedes F1 car, and the Carlin and the Prima Formula 2 cars. So you can all understand so far, the Mercedes car is slightly faster than the F2 cars, because they are driven by younger drivers, the F2 cars are, and the Formula 1 drivers are driven by more experienced drivers. And as you can also see, the graphic in the corner for the Speedo has changed as well. It's been upgraded slightly, like it is changed in the classic cars as well. So the Mercedes car is way ahead in these Formula 2 cars, because it is a lot faster, because it is designed to go at a faster speed than the Formula 2 cars, who have younger drivers in them, and they have smaller tyres as well. The F1 cars have wider tyres. And if you go to the F2 Championship, you do have the full range of the 2018 tyres. In the 2019, you have the slightly lowered selection of tyres with the hard, medium, and soft. The 2018, you have the all the 9 different tyre compounds, which is too many for the F1. So now we are moving into the classic cars, which have been a feature since the 2017 game, and they made us a one-off feature in the 2013 game that was dropped until 2017. So these classic cars have been updated since the last game, and we do have the 2 Legend Edition cars and the Anniversary Edition cars as well. The 2 1990 cars are the Legend Edition cars, and the 2 2010 cars of the McLaren and the Ferrari. Same with the McLaren being the 1990 and the Ferrari being the 1990 car as well. And we do have the standard cars from last year coming back again, like the 2009 Braun BGP 001, who made only a one-off appearance in the 2009 season to win the championship and then disappear afterwards. And we have the Renault Sport from the 2006 season. So these classic cars have been a feature for a couple of years now, but they do look surprisingly remarkable again. IBS Carranza, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.